Seriously, what the fuck?
I found it.
Okay, there's the key. Is there anything else I need in here? Why was he so freaked out about finding a small butcher shop? Oh dear lord! Irregularly sliced cutlets! The horror! Okay.
Have you found it?
Yes.
There you go. I think you'll manage with all of this. I'm sure I will, sir. It won't take me long.
Awesome.
Say, I think there's some of your business upstairs. Oh, you're right. I ain't had the time to sort it out. Sometimes I'm in such a hurry to prepare my meat that I forget to clean up. But why do it in the stairwell? Offal bleeds bucket loads, they do, as you've seen. Now, why would I do that in my own lodgings? Of course. But what about your poor neighbours? They owe it to me, all the times I've helped them out. And I don't have a shop either.
Okay.
Say, you sell animal meat.
Makes sense.
Isn't that right? Would you know where I could find a dozen small pig's heads? The guy who gets me my offal should have some. I'll pay your day's wages if you meet me at Fletcher's butcher shop in 2 hours with the pig's heads. Here's a little advance. I'll do my best, Doctor.
Well, so far the Jewish people and the Roadrunner have been the most helpful.
The caretaker of another building told us that the place where your mother lives has a reputation for facilitating prostitutes' activities. Is that true? Sure, the doors are never closed. They come through here like it's Paddington Station. By the way, I heard about your loss. My condolences. Tut, sir. I saw them die slow deaths. My little girl, her face was eaten by the disease.
Oh.
Thank you, my friend, and please forgive me for bringing up such painful memories. Go, I must do my rounds, and I will look for what you've asked for. As for me, I will go and find Holmes, and we will go to the butcher's together. Let's return to Fletcher's butcher shop.
I wonder... Oh.
Your heads are on the block inside. Say, you wouldn't be the same chap who bought my whole load the other day.
You look better.
Possible, but if you want to continue to do business together, you mustn't speak of my presence in the area to anyone.
Don't worry, my lord. I'll be as quiet as a church mouse.
Thank you, Jesus. You control Sherlock Holmes! Why does it put me right outside when I'm just going to go inside?
Will you explain the reason and rhyme behind this masquerade?
No.
Elementary. We shall conduct an experiment that will allow us to answer a simple question. Does the type of weapon used by the killer correspond to a specific profession?
Butcher, baker, or candlestick maker? Okay. Then why did we get the heads that have no neck?
And here are our sow's heads. Congratulations, Watson.
You're welcome, Holmes, but what do you really want to do? Take up a collection?
Yes! I will have the most glorious collection of pigs' heads this side of Wonderland.
I need something.
Okay.
There is nothing further to find in this room, Watson. However, I need some knives. Our only hope is behind this door. This wheel is broken and prevents the door from sliding. There is nothing further to find in this room, Watson.
Okay.
I need something.
What do I have in my inventory? My penknife? My penknife, and only my penknife.
This wheel is broken and... This wheel is broken and... This wheel is broken and...
Well, then replace it!
This wheel is broken and prevents the door from sliding.
Just replace it. I can't... I can't... Okay. No. Let's use third person here to get a better view of our surroundings. So far, I see nothing that help. So let's go back into first person. Okay,
This wheel is
just
broken and prevent... This wheel is broken.
Okay, I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. See, I thought that that was that paper there that I was... But no. And why did I move this? Why did I move that particular hook?
There, this door is slightly raised.
Ah, there we go. Now I can get it. That makes sense. Put on that one.
Elementary.
There we go. That was easy
While I
enough.
prepare our experiment, could you find me 2 knives? A small one, somewhat larger than a pocket knife, with a large, sharp blade. We'll need it to separate the bones and to cut through the thick skins. Then find me a long knife that's at least 13 inches long, no shorter, that's sharp and has a thick blade.
Okay.
Fine, Holmes. But I'd like to tell you about Hardiman. Do you know that he prepares his kebabs himself, and...
That he owns butcher's tools and uses offal? That's obvious, Watson. Pray, take my magnifying glass and my rule and get started, Watson. Find me these 2 knives.
And shut the fuck up. Why is that so... Okay, check the dialogues here. Okay, find me a long knife. Okay, find me a long knife that's at least 13 inches, no longer, no shorter. Oh, 13 inches long, no shorter. That's a sharp blade, sharp... Okay, 13 inches.
With the rule, I must find a large knife.
I'm gonna go with this one. It's not 13 inches. That's
Size, 10 inches.
Alright. Ba-dum.
Size, 13 inches.
Go, alright then. That'll do.
Size, 11 inches.
I wouldn't call that 13 inches, but okay. And what was the other one I needed? I needed the 13-inch knife, and then I needed the... a small one, somewhat larger than a pocket knife, with a large sharp blade. Like this one? Come on.
Size, 6 inches. Thanks to the magnifying glass, I can find a small knife that matches Holmes's description.
Okay, that's a sharp enough blade. That's a very sharp blade. It's a nice sharp blade. That's been used recently. And that one's fucked up. That one's not bad. There we go. I want that knife, and I want that knife. Okay, there we go. Sorry it took so long. It just took me all to figure out how to actually select the knives. You had to put down the tape measure. Here you go.
Here are your knives, Holmes.
No, Watson.
Well, that was blunt. Why not? Alright. How am I supposed to know what... You don't want that one because it's dull as fuck. Okay, we'll try this one. Now? Yes.
Here are the knives you asked for. Be careful, they're awfully sharp. Holmes, I must say that this experiment is making me rather uneasy, comparing animal heads to these poor women.
You're right, Watson, but this somewhat shocking experiment may help to end this massacre and save other victims. You can be sure of that.
Today on
These
Mythbusters.
pigs' heads are still bloody, which will suit our experiment perfectly. I have a pocket knife and a scalpel with me. With the 2 knives you just brought me, we have a similar array of weapons as those probably used by the killer. We saw 3 types of throat wounds on the deceased attributed to this man. Those intended to slit the throat, those intended to decapitate, and the more superficial yet mortal wound that led to the death of the unfortunate victim in Duckfield's yard, Miss Stride.
Which
With
I
the
don't
help of
think is
these
quite
4
connected to the
knives,
case.
We are going to try to recreate these wounds on the pigs' heads and see what we can establish about the weapon or weapons used. We may also be able to rule out Miss Stride as a victim of the killer of the other 3.
That's what I thought. Because I got the feeling that that one was committed by the boyfriend or the husband or something. Okay, identification of the crime scene of weapon or weapons. Let's help me out. What am I supposed to do here? Okay, with the help of your 4 knives, try to reproduce on the 3 pigs' heads the wounds indicated by Sherlock Holmes and determine which type of weapon or weapons were used by Jack the Ripper. Click on the pig's head to get a close-up image. Once you have selected one or several knives of each wound, select one or more knives and place them on the criminal weapons selection. Okay.
Let's try to decapitate our victim with these tools, knowing that the killer didn't quite manage to do it.
Charming.
Okay. Yeah.
Look, Watson, this little knife with a wide base can easily slice the vertebrae of our porcine friend.
Yeah.
The blade of this pocket knife is too thin to reach the vertebrae.
So, looks like that one is right now. Bleh.
With a scalpel, the wound is too shallow.
Yeah, I didn't think that would work. And here we go. Blah.
This knife with a long blade easily slices the flesh, but cannot dislocate the vertebrae.
So it's this one. Experiment number 1.
Let's try to use these weapons on this head to obtain a large deep wound to the throat, like those that were noted on 3 of the 4 victims.
Blah.
This little knife is very sharp and has a very wide blade.
Blah.
This pocket knife
Nope.
is very sharp, but its blade...
That's it. Oh, here we go. Blah.
The wound is too shallow.
Scalpel just does not seem the tool of choice here. Blah.
Look, Watson, this knife easily penetrates the flesh. This little knife is very sharp and has a very wide blade. Elementary.
Okay, so I guess that's right then.
Let's try to decapitate...
Charming.
You see.
The blade of this pocket knife is...
Doesn't work.
With a scalpel, the wound is too...
And my big knife.
This knife with a long blade easily slices the flesh, but can... Look, Watson, this little knife with a wide base can easily slice the vertebrae of our porcine friend.
I think this is it. In fact, I'm certain that's it. It's not giving it to me, though, but... Come back to
Let's see
that.
if these knives can inflict a mortal wound in a situation where a single quick blow is given. The scenario in question is that of Dutfield's yard.
Okay. Waha!
Look, Watson, the blade sinks easily into the flesh.
I think number 1 is probably our best choice. Waha!
In using the cutting edge of this pocket knife's blade, I can scrape the skin.
Waha!
This particularly sharp blade can make a deep gash with one quick slice.
Still isn't making it right, though.
It cuts through the flesh easily as the blade is so sharp.
Try to slit the pig's throat in one mortal blow.
Look, Watson, the blade sinks easily.
I think that's it.
In using the cutting edge of this pocket knife's blade, I can scrape the skin.
You can't really deal the damage, though.
It cuts through the flesh easily as the blade is so sharp.
You hear?
This particularly sharp blade can make a deep gash with one quick slice. Elementary.
Yeah, it could have been all those. I don't know why this one's not giving
Let's
it to me,
try
though.
to decapitate our victim.
Charming.
Oh, I get it. I'm not looking for the blade that the killer tried to do it, but he didn't. So I need to find the one blade that. Okay, that's the one blade that does do it.
Elementary.
These are the ones that didn't do it. Okay, that makes sense to me. I was doing it bass backwards. Okay. Well, this is the only knife that fits all three categories.
That's it, Watson.
Yep.
The big knife.